You are failing yourself if you are failing to create the life you see for yourself. And I know that's a tough pill to swallow, awfully hard to fathom, but that is the truth you need to hear. If you are out there doing you and looking to become the number one priority in your life. Now, the message for today is to talk through a success formula, a formula that I have applied in all areas and components of my life that I rely on quite regularly, that helps me see success all the way through how I define success. And let's begin there, that you are defining success for yourself because it's your life, you are the priority, and you want to make some moves. What does that look like? You, of course, need an objective, which is also known as a goal. And so you create a goal for yourself in any area or lane that you can create goals for yourself. Choose one. It can be a physical weight loss or weight gain for muscle mass journey. It could be a financial journey. You maybe want to cross six figures, professional journey. You want a promotion, relational journey, looking to get married or looking to evolve your marriage, a parental. There's a litany. Pick one, choose one. There's a goal. Boom, you're off. Now, in and along the way towards success, there is a constant option presented to you, available at all times. You can persist and insist, or you can stop and quit. Period. And if you haven't reached the end of your journey, if you haven't reached the end of where you see yourself for success, then consider you have stopped and quit. And the reason you likely have stopped and quit is because along the way, there's been some difficult obstacles, some unexpected things have happened, circumstances of life have hit you, and have introduced failure into your mind, into your body, into your spirit, and into your process and formula. And as you experience that failure, as you are continuing to go through the options of persist and insist or stop and quit, failure has somehow implied to you that you should stop and quit. And now failure, as strong and tough as that sounds, even occurs for successful people. Sometimes along the journey, we might get halfway through and somehow perceive that to mean we have reached a level of success, so we stop, which ultimately brings us into a rhythm and pattern of when you continue to do things that you always do and expect different results, the math won't math on that. So let's use an analogy before we get into our success formula. Consider a baby who is looking to learn to walk. They see a big human using their legs. I don't even know that they know what legs are at that point, but they certainly can see, hey, I have a pair of those, but I can't quite use them the way you can. I'd like to do that. So it sets the goal. I'm going to go walk. Clearly, we know the baby just doesn't get up and walk. Now, I don't care how special you parents are out there that think, oh, my baby's the greatest. No baby just gets up and walks. But they do take action towards walking. And in that process of setting the goal, along the way, they might even start to crawl. Then they start to stand. Then they start to hold on to things up until the point they eventually can walk. But before they walk, what is happening? They're falling constantly. I actually just read that as babies start to walk, they fall on average 17 times an hour. And what can falling imply? Falling would imply failure. And this is constant. They get up, they walk, they fall, they get up, they walk, they fall, they get up, they walk, they fall. You got to know where this is going. Where are you in your life? In your goal setting, hopefully you still have goals, and it should be to have the best possible life for yourself. But you have persisted and insisted towards those goals and have reached a failure point or an inflection point or some kind of stoppage where you haven't adjusted and adapted and evolved. How do we continue along to ensure that if our goal was to walk, we don't stop in the wobble phase somewhere? Here's the formula I apply for all of my goals. It's called GAFIS. G plus A plus F plus A equals S. Goal plus action plus failure plus adjustment equals success. And there's a particular area in the formula that must repeat itself constantly in order for you to see the level of success you're looking for in whatever area of success you're looking for it in. So if you consider the goal, and that as soon as you set a goal for yourself, just like the baby walking, maybe it's for a promotion, maybe it's for 6 figures, maybe it's for a new house, maybe it's for a new body, whatever it is, the minute you insert that goal into your mind, your consciousness begins to formulate a plan of action, which is the second part of the formula. Goal, action. Inevitably, because this is how life works, like the baby who's trying to walk. As you're taking action, you will make progress. You put one foot in front of the other, and you start going places. But then the obstacles occur. Then you fall, which brings you into the failure point. Goal creates action, inevitably leads to failure. This is where we pause and get stuck. Failure should not imply to stop and quit. Failure is a sign that you need to go on to the next A, like the baby who just fell, and make an adjustment. And you will be stuck in this phase for as long as it's required to be stuck in this phase of action, failure, adjustment, until you reach the goal, the success metric you set, which needs to be clear if that wasn't clear. You take action, you fail, you adjust. If you don't adjust after you fail, adapt and evolve after you fail, you'll stay right where you are and you'll never make any further progress. But that's not you. You want progress because you're tired of failing yourself. You now crave success and you have this secret formula. You're all hyped now and want to know what's next. How do you apply this success formula of GAFIS explicitly to you and doing you as the number one priority in your life? The key is always the adjustments. And I know you're like, Jeff, but what adjustments should I make? What adjustments are you willing to make today? Because maybe you need to get up earlier. Maybe you need new friends and a new circle. Maybe you need a new job or a new coach or a mentor or a fresh start in a new state to relocate. Maybe it is a super micro detail and you're just like the baby who's failing, but so close to walking. And it's because you're a bit imbalanced and you just need to regain solid footing. Or maybe you just have to hold on a little bit longer, walk a little bit straighter, embrace the obstacles in the path and the storm of life. What season are you in? And have you been stuck in that season for too long? If so, it's time to go back in the dark and reseed yourself. Make the adjustments, any adjustments, all adjustments to get back into action mode. Stopping or quitting is not a requirement. It is a choice. And in the same way, so is the success you see for yourself. Change your mind, change your life. I am who I say I am. Do you and stay rich.